Hello and welcome to our program on climate change and environmental issues. Today, we will be discussing one of the most pressing concerns of our time, the impact of human activity on the planet's natural systems. From rising temperatures to more frequent natural disasters, the evidence of climate change is all around us. But what exactly is causing these changes, and what can we do about it? In the next hour, we will explore these questions and more, and hopefully shed some light on how we can work towards a more sustainable future. The science of climate change. To begin, let's take a closer look at the science behind climate change. Our planet's climate is influenced by a complex set of factors, including the sun's radiation, atmospheric gases, and ocean currents. However, human activity has begun to tip the balance in recent decades. Burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and other human activities release greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, trapping heat and causing temperatures to rise. We will explore the science behind climate change and how it is affecting the planet. We will look at temperature records, ice cores, and other data that help us understand the history of the Earth's climate. Impacts of climate change. Next, we will examine the impacts of climate change on our planet. From rising sea levels to more frequent and severe natural disasters, the effects of climate change are becoming increasingly apparent. We will look at the impacts of climate change on ecosystems, human health, and the economy. We will also talk about the impact of climate change on vulnerable populations such as indigenous communities, people living in poverty, and those in developing countries. Solutions to climate change. Finally, we will discuss the solutions to climate change. While the problem may seem daunting, there are actions that we can take to address it. We will explore renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power and energy-efficient technologies and practices that can reduce greenhouse gas emissions. We will also look at the role of policy and advocacy in addressing climate change, and how individuals and communities can take action to make a difference. As we end our program, it's important to remember that we all have a role to play in addressing climate change. From changing our habits to supporting policies that promote sustainability, we can all contribute to a more sustainable future. Let us take inspiration from the many examples of individuals and communities who have taken action to protect our planet. Whether it's through reducing their carbon footprint, advocating for policy change, or supporting sustainable businesses, they show us that change is possible. So let us all commit to taking action to address climate change, and work towards a more sustainable, equitable, and resilient world. Thank you for joining us on this journey.